I know you're very well aware of where you stand in terms of when people rank prospects in an organization very high on the list. Although that's a huge compliment, is there a certain amount of pressure that also comes with that?
I think that, the pressure would only be the pressure that maybe you put on yourself.
Sure.
And that's something that I think earlier in my professional baseball career, even though it's been short.
Maybe
so
you
far,
would have done, you're saying.
I learned that, putting pressure on yourself and trying to make things happen and do things wasn't when I had the most success. When I just try and help the team win and go out and try and take care of my business and take things day to day and not try and put too much pressure on myself, that's the best environment for me to have success. And I know that those things are out there, and obviously it's better to have them than to not have them, for sure. But for me, those things don't really matter. You got to go out there, and whether you're a prospect or not, whoever plays, and they feel it was going to bring something to the table is going to get a chance. So I know that for me, it's an honor and definitely something that I'm proud of. But for me, you still got to go out there and take care of your business.
When everybody talks about the future of the Oakland A's, two names that are included are Chapman and Barreto. Just wondering what your relationship is like with Franklin, and maybe if that also kind of helps the whole process too, being that you're not just the one guy. There's a big group of names here in Nashville.
There's a ton of names. There's young talent up in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Chad Pender, Ryan Healy.
Familiar with them.
Yeah, Marcus Simeon, he's young. There's a ton of young guys up there, and
so it helps,
those
right?
guys, it
doesn't
definitely
put all the pressure on you.
No.
Have to be the guy.
No, and that isn't how it should have to be. I think that baseball is a team sport, and obviously there's individual stats and individual success and awards, but ultimately it takes an entire roster of guys to have a successful season. And I think that maybe some guys play bigger roles than other guys, but there's always people that play a role. And I think that with that core group of guys that we have a chance to have a lot of success, and everybody seems to get along relatively well, and we're there to pick each other up, and we don't take things too seriously, but we're also competing every pitch. We're able to move on and keep working hard and push forward. And Franklin Barreto, speaking of, 21 years old, and the things that he does is very impressive. That kid's going to be a superstar one day, if you ask me. He's a very mature kid for his age. He handles things very well, and I've played with him for the last 3 seasons, and I have just continued to be amazed every single year. He just keeps getting better and better, and every year he's just, it's just like clockwork for him. It's just, I don't expect it, but it doesn't surprise me anything he does. He just keeps getting better and keeps working hard, and he's got a bright future.
You have to look at your phone sometimes and think about the moment that you either get that call or that you get called into the skipper's office for the ultimate good news, right? That has to be something that you allow yourself to kind of fantasize about, right?
Definitely, of course.
Inspiration too?
Yeah, that's, it might sound cliche, but who knows? Every day here could be your last. You could get that call whenever it may be.
Sure.
So you got to kind of treat every day like, because you are knocking on that door. You got to treat every single day like it's going to be your last, and working hard. I think that, that is obviously something you fantasize about. I've dreamed about being in the big league since I was a little kid. Probably still dream about it, but I know that when that day comes, it'll be a good feeling.